I'm Albert Nahas. I'm author of the book Warriors Remembered, which is a coffee table format book. It's got 100 stories and 285 photographs of Vietnam veteran memorials from all 50 states. The book took me about 6 years to put together, composite of 6 years of traveling around the country,
wow.
Taking my own photographs and interviewing the people who built the memorials. And it's really the interviews that are the meat of the book.
Sure.
The photographs may draw people in, but the stories are what are really compelling about the book. I have to say that in traveling through 50 states and in trying to track down the people who were actually responsible for constructing these memorials, creating these memorials, I should say, I got to know a lot of veterans personally. And so naturally the first announcement that I made of Warriors Remembered was to go back out to those same people and say, finally, the book is finished and it's available. And the reaction was almost universal. Many of them said, "Al, it's about time," but I had to really there's a lot more I would have liked to have put into this book that I just had to cut it short, and that's because the Vietnam veteran generation is also a declining generation, and I wanted to get it out there in time for veterans to go visit these memorials themselves. So I got It's About Time, and then when they actually saw the book, the first reaction was, "Gee, I didn't realize it was going to be that big," And I said, "Well, I told you it was 11.5 inches square. What did you expect?" But I did actually have to add. It's 240 pages long, but I had to add 32 pages to my original thought for the book because I just had more material that I couldn't. I decided I couldn't just lay aside. There's still a lot of material I wish I could have put in there that I wasn't able to. The next reaction that I got universally was, I couldn't read it all at one time. And this is something that even I have found. Going and photographing these memorials and talking to the people and listening to their stories was an adventure and an experience. But it wasn't until I sat down and started to write the stories that it really became emotional. Because remembering what they had been through, or the stories that they told me, or the struggles that they'd endured to bring these memorials into being, and the people that they did them for, really became an emotional journey. And I got that very much from the people who have purchased the book. Many of them will tell me it's on my coffee table. I read a couple of stories each day, and that's about all I can do. Because it is an emotional journey. This is not a book for people who want to forget about the Vietnam War, or more importantly, to forget about the people who were affected by any war. This is a book for people who have been veterans, who love a veteran, who've had their family affected by war, for them to know that sacrifice will never be forgotten. And I think that particularly the Vietnam veterans that have read this book have felt that same emotion. And that really is a great satisfaction to me, because the emotion is the crux to this book. And while I didn't intend it that way when I started, I thought the photographs were going to be the main deal. As it turned out, the emotional impact of this book has been so much greater than I could have expected, and it really makes me glad that I unknowingly really was able to put down on paper what I didn't realize was my own emotion, and it has affected other people that way. So that's been pretty much the reaction. I have a money-back guarantee on my website, and no one has taken me up on it yet.
Great.